This week on the IFA Redfish Tour, we're headed to Placida, Florida for the inaugural Lucas Oil Redfish Open, a two-day event featuring 34 of the best redfish teams in the region. And the action starts now on the IFA Redfish Tour presented by Cabelas. The Inshore Fishing Association and Cabelas present the oldest, largest, and most prestigious red fishing tournament series in the nation, the IFA Redfish Tour.
We're here in Placida, Florida for our first ever Lucas Oil Redfish Open. The Open is a two-day event. We've got 34 teams fishing. It's a great kickoff to a new event for us, so we're very excited about it.
Launching from Placida, anglers have plenty of room to roam, but early reports are that low tides and increased boat traffic from spring breakers have left the fish skittish and lockjawed.
It's been tough. We've been down here since Monday, and there's a lot of fish, but there's a lot of bait, so it's made it rather difficult to get them to eat.
I think it's going to be a tough situation for a lot of guys. I think we're going to see some low weights. At least that's what I'm guessing anyway.
There's not, with the boat traffic this weekend, this time of year, it's spring break, it's going to be tough fishing, but you just got to grind it out and catch two fish.
Launching from Gasparilla Marina, we'll start off day one coverage with Jacksonville's Frank Risk and Brian Neal.
We're going to run across the Charlotte Harbor here, go target some rock beds we found some fish on yesterday, and just island hop, see what happens from there.
Been fishing the IFA Redfish Series. It's a great series. Lee puts on a great event. We fish a lot of other series, but this is kind of our Super Bowl, our main event for us.
It's a little windier than yesterday. When we came across, the waves were bigger. So stronger wind. We're gonna have to try to tuck in some spots and try to get out of the wind a little bit so we can throw up in there.
Hard to see them, but I saw them out front here.
While Brian and Frank get their day started, we'll introduce you to two guys that have been around the IFA for over a decade, Mike Tyndall and Artie Price.
Been a long time. Let's go get them. Yep. Every time we come down here, it's a challenge, but it's going to be a big challenge today.
With a short run down the coast, Tyndall and Price will start their morning near the mouth of Charlotte Harbor.
Yeah, we got a little wind blowing in here on the bank, and it was supposed to be calm today, and we got a little breeze. That might help us out on this drop. You can see the sandbar sticking out in front of us, and the fish been up on the bar and some little low bottoms. And right now with the water so low, they're going to be on the outside edge, so hopefully this will kick them in gear and make them eat a little bit. We'll see in just a minute. We're at about 2.5 feet right here.
Well, the water's low up on the bar. They want to be up in a little trough up on the bar, but the water's just too low for right now, so they drop off. They just pull right out here. This wave action's not gonna.
It's actually making it harder to fish. Boat positioning's a pain right now. Having to run a trolling motor, I don't really want to run a trolling motor this much, but we're having to.
While Tyndall and Price fight the wind and the waves, we'll take a quick break. Coming up, there's a lot more tournament coverage from the IFA Lucas Oil Redfish Open from Placida, Florida. To learn more about the IFA Opens, visit ifatours.com.
Fish on! Come on, get together.
Every curve, edge, line, and feature is designed for one quest: to seek, find, follow, and catch fish. It's all part of the Take Charge mission of the Ranger Saltwater Series. Experience the total performance difference at a Ranger dealer today. Whether you're trolling, bowling, drifting, anchored, or chasing the tide, these shallow water legends are built to fish as well as fly. Yamaha outboards. You love the water, now own it.
Hobie's Mirage Drive kayaks set the standard for fun on the water. Whether your passion is fishing, sailing, or recreational adventure, Hobie's got a kayak for you. Hobie's Mirage Drive mimics nature's proven designs for efficient and powerful propulsion and enhances your kayaking experience. Mirage Power, Mirage Performance, Mirage Drive. Hobie, enjoy the ride.
Yamaha VMAX SHO, the game changer. The pros knew right out of the first hole shot that the VMAX SHO was the real deal. VMAX SHO exceeds two-stroke performance, delivers four-stroke efficiency, and is packed with legendary Yamaha reliability. It's the faster, stronger, smarter, lighter family of VMAX SHO outboards from Yamaha.
The IFA Redfish Tour is presented to you by Cabelas. It's in your nature. By Yamaha Marine. Reliability starts here. And by Ram Trucks. Made for those who stand apart. Welcome back to the IFA's Lucas Oil Redfish Open. We're in Charlotte Harbor with Frank Risk, Brian Neal, and a hungry pod of dolphins.
Typically use their tails and beat the fish and then turn around and eat them.
Seems as though the dolphins are having better luck. It was mid-morning before Risk and Neal got a hook into their first fish.
Just nice and easy. It's under the trolling motor. This is a 6-pounder, man. Spot number one, we did have one good fish, which got off at the boat. Saw a couple more, but I think the pressure in here and the other boats that beat us to the spot might have hurt us a little bit. So we're gonna head and try to get out of this south wind and see what we can see.
While Frank and Brian make a move, we'll check back with Artie Price and Mike Tyndall. After struggling with the wind and the waves at their first stop, they've moved into clearer water where they can spot and cast to passing fish.
There it is. You got one? Cool. Hold her down. Yeah, we are plan A and plan B didn't work, so we're on plan C. Looks like a redfish. Yeah, yep. It is. Hey, we got an icebreaker. I shouldn't say nothing yet. We got an icebreaker on. See, I didn't pull that net out. Plan C might come together. Oh, nice red too. There we go. I'll take two like that. 24 and a half. 24 and a half on the money.
Before Artie could get the first fish into the live well, Mike put a hook into their second and final keeper of the day.
Hey, that one's 19. Woo! How much that one weigh, Artie? 305. A record.
Back in Placida for weigh-in, Price and Tyndall put their fish on the scales for a day one total of 862 and a 12th place finish on day one. As expected, weights were low, but at the end of the day, it was Fred Myers and John Oakes on top by the slimmest of margins.
I'll tell you, the game plan today was all about running the tide. We didn't have much tide, but I had a few key spots that as long as that tide kept coming up, the higher we could keep hitting it, and it worked out for us.
All right, guys, welcome to day two, the Placida Lucas Oil Open. Hope you guys have a great day. Appreciate you fishing with us.
Moving right into second day coverage, we'll start out with a team of Michael Della Garza and TJ Stewart. After bringing two redfish to the scales yesterday for a total weight of 14.20 pounds, And a second-place finish, De La Garza and Stewart decided to make the same long run north to Tampa to start day 2.
Whole school of redfishes right there.
School of redfish right off our bow.
Oh,
look at
them
them tailing.
right
You see them tailing? Oh my God. Are they going right?
No, they're just sitting there, man.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I mean, it's a big knot of fish.
It's a big bunch of fish, I can see that. Seem like they're just kind of pushing away a little bit on us.
Yeah, they're staying right here.
It's not even worth trying to chase them. Make sure you put it where it's into them. Dude, that's like 300 or 400 fish.
Oh, easily.
There you go. Oh.
Paddle tail.
Too bad that's about 8 foot long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one. Come here.
Nice fish.
Right species, wrong size.
Right weight. I'd like to see him about that weight.
Stay with us. There's more tournament coverage ahead from Placida, Florida, and the IFA Lucas Oil Redfish Open.
We've made our name helping anglers unlock the water's hidden secrets. Hit the switch. It's time to reveal even more. AutoChart Live gives you the power to build your own high-definition maps anywhere in the world in real time. Because when you know the unknown, you can do the unheard of. AutoChart Live, only with Onyx, only from Humminbird.
For years, they've quietly taken you where the fish are. But now the silence is about to break. With the incredible iPilot link, your Minn Kota and Humminbird can communicate with each other, so you can hold on a spot like an electronic anchor, record and return to waypoints and paths, follow any depth contour, and more, all automatically and all from your Humminbird or the Link remote. They talk, and you'll be speechless.
The IFA Redfish Tour presented by Cabelas is also brought to you in part by Boat US. Take us with you on the water. By Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Lucas Oil. It works. Welcome back to day 2 of the IFA Lucas Oil Redfish Open. We'll pick up tournament coverage with the leaders Fred Myers and John Oakes.
The main thing about this area is really, really pressured. And a lot of people, you know, it's fine. You can use 10-pound braid and everything. And I've found that I've gone down to 6- and 8-pound braid just to get the extra length on the cast. I don't think the size of the jig head really matters because, I mean, you can catch them on a 1/4 ounce jig head, but I think the distance away from the boat is the main thing we're looking for, and it's what helps us do what we do.
We're getting up here to an edge. It's got sand holes and you got a bunch of boat traffic out there. And theoretically, fish are scared of boats. And you know, they want to come up here and lay in these potholes. We got a little bit low water. You know, there could be good fish here. We've caught good fish here in the past.
Redfish?
Yeah.
Sweet. Not a bad way to start the day. We've been here for about 4 minutes, hooked up. Hopefully it's the one we need. If not, hopefully it goes in the well. Yeah, it'll work.
We'll take them right out of here. Unhook them. I think this one will be no problem, but we'll put them on the board and make sure. Right at 25 inches, we're looking for something a little bit bigger. A little over 5 pounds. You know, you just gotta remember, we are not these fish's friend. This boat and all this movement and bouncing and noise, and I mean, it pushes the fish away from you. So you gotta be as quiet as you can, really, but we're fishing artificial. So the longer that bait's doing its thing out there away from the boat, the better off you are. And you gotta realize there's a large percentage of your cast, you know, that it's just wasted. When it gets up here by the boat, you're not catching a fish. I'd say most of our fish are hooked on the first 15 to 20 feet at the end of our cast. And a very low percentage of the rest of the time, I mean, you can catch them closer, but it's not likely, you know. I mean, it happens a lot, but in Florida, these fish are just pressured. They see hundreds and hundreds of boats a day. They know what a boat is.
Back on the second place team of De La Garza and Stewart.
Trolling motor for me. Ease. Come on, baby. Jerking your head around, rascal. All right, ready?
That's it.
Hey, one.
Way to start.
One down, one down. It's,
he's fat too.
Good fish. Shoot, man, what a freaking fish. God, he makes it that way.
They'll give us one flip, but I don't know. We get something a little bit.
What's that?
So we got no choice but to keep it for now. If we get something that's a little bit better, not quite as long.
They're pumping. Woo! Needs a friend, Michael. Needs a friend.
With that 7-pound fish, De La Garza and Stewart, for the moment at least, have unofficially taken the lead. Checking back with Myers and Oaks, they have one small keeper in the live well and another on the line. It's been a slow start for the leaders, but there's still a lot of time left on the day.
Way to go.
That's what we're looking for.
How much he weigh?
5 1/4. Got 2 5 1/4s.
We got 2 fish in the well, but it's still not the fish we're even fishing for. We're just picking up stragglers, waiting to zero in the school. And they're not really showing themselves. They're not really laying where they were yesterday yet. But once we get this tide coming in and the wind to pick up, the wind should get up around 10 here shortly, so that'll help us a lot. It'll hide the boat, make casting a lot further, a lot easier, and it'll be good here in a little bit.
Stay with us. Coming up, we'll wrap up on the water coverage before heading to weigh-in, where we'll crown the champions at the inaugural IFA Lucas Oil Redfish Open from Placida, Florida. Here's the Ranger Boats question of the week. To find out the answer, go to mydreamrig.com.
Some days, the biggest rush of all is feeling really, really small.
You know, one thing you worry about these days is ethanol in your outboard. One product I use is Lucas Oil Safeguard Ethanol Fuel Conditioner.
And when you use a bottle of this, basically is the ability to protect and safeguard your motor.
This 5 1/4 ounce bottle will treat 25 gallons of fuel. It's perfect for marine applications.
Lucas Oil Safeguard Ethanol Fuel Conditioner and Stabilizer. It's what I'm pouring into my fuel tank to help protect my investment in my big motor.
Available at Cabelas.
Oh, nice shot.
You put the cool in life. We put the cool in coolers. Arctic Ice.
At Amphibia, we've resolved to build a product that nobody else offers, using methods that nobody else is using, optimized for life on water and land. The choice of top bass fishing pros. Amphibia frames are designed to fit comfortably no matter how your face is shaped, to stay firmly in place through your most physical activities and to float in water. Amphibia sunglasses are truly designed for life on the water.
The IFA Redfish Tour, presented by Cabelas, is also brought to you in part by Minn Kota Trolling Motors. Anywhere, anytime. By Hobie Fishing. By Power Pole Shallow Water Anchor System. And by Humminbird. Clearer, wider, brighter, faster. Welcome back to the final moments of competition. Fred Myers and John Oakes started the day with the lead, but with time running out, their confidence is waning.
I don't think we got what we need to win, but you know, everybody's dealing with the same thing that we're dealing with, and it's not just us, and you just got to fish long and hard and try to make it happen. Looks like there's some mullet moving up there. How far down they usually get?
This was a sweet spot for the next at least 100 yards.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. I got him, John.
With two fish in the live well, about 5 pounds each, Oakes and Myers are looking to cull. At this stage of the tournament, every ounce they gain can make a difference.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Make sure he's bigger than what we got. 5.5.
Their patience and persistence paid off. With that call, they add nearly a 1/4 pound to their total weight. Back in Placida at Gasparilla Marina, we'll head to the scales. It's been a tough week of fishing for the IFA anglers. On day one, there were only 16 limits out of 34 teams. Day two was even tougher with only 10 limits brought back to weigh. Regardless, there's $45,000 up for grabs with more than $15,000 for first place. First up, we'll look at Travis Yakol and Josh Core.
Looks like they've got at least one good one. 644. They had a 1356 on day one. You stand right over here if you will. This one is a long one. Usually when they curl up in the bag, they are long. It's a good fish, 656, 656. Right now, that gives this team a 26.56, and that does put y'all in the lead for right now.
After starting the day in fifth, Yacall and Core put together a solid effort to take over the lead. Up next, Frank Leto and Nick Drangle couldn't get it done. They started the day in third, and that's where they finished up at, picking up $6,000 in the process. De La Garza and Stewart caught one good fish early, but failed to pick up their second fish, and they fell out of the money, dropping from second all the way down to 8th place. With just one team left to weigh, we'll bring up the day one leaders, Fred Myers and John Oakes.
Guys, I'm gonna have y'all stand on your right. Y'all come on in just a little bit. All right, they had a 14.34 on day one. They're looking for 12.23 total for day two. We're gonna start off with the first fish. 583, first fish for Fred and John. They're looking for a 640 on their second fish to take the lead. If not, it's not gonna make it. And if it's a 540, not quite, you guys just won yourself the first ever Lucas Oil Open.
Congratulations to Travis Yacall and Josh Core, your 2016 IFA Lucas Oil Redfish Open champions.
You know, fish slow and fish where we knew they were, and it prevailed. You know, we didn't catch any giant, you know, fish as far as weight goes, but we were able to, you know, catch 2 decent fish every day, and you know, managed to come ahead of all these other great anglers.
A special thanks to the city of Placida, Florida, and the folks at Gasparilla Marina. We'd also like to thank those sponsors that made this event possible. To learn more about any of the IFA tours, please visit ifatours.com. The IFA Redfish Tour is a Careco TV production. Thanks for watching.